Stakeholders in Nigeria's labor and employment sector have called for stronger collaborations to promote fair recruitment practices and improve labor migration governance in line with international and national standards. The call is made at a three-day stakeholders dialogue on policy and practice of fair recruitment and labor migration governance in Nigeria. The engagement brought together representatives of government, the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), private employment agencies, relevant government institutions, development partners, and other key stakeholders in the labor migration sector. Discussions here center on strengthening labor migration governance, promoting fair recruitment practices, ensuring continuous monitoring of labor recruiters and employers, and deepening collaboration among stakeholders to safeguard the rights and welfare of workers.
Part of our activities to strengthen employers' participation in labor migration governance. NECA, with the support of the ILO, launched the policy brief for employers' engagement in labor migration governance. So this two-day dialogue stems from that activity. So this is also bringing all the critical partners together so that we can look at the recommendations from that policy brief and then also see where we can work collaboratively together so that we are not working in silos. Labor migration governance, fair recruitment, decent workers, in order to protect the rights of migrant workers here in Nigeria.
And we are here to discuss as stakeholders on fair recruitment practices and labor migration in Nigeria. The two are interlinked and interconnected because better migration governance starts from recruitment stage. And fair recruitment practice is that recruitment practice that defines decent work for any worker, especially for migrant workers. And Nigeria is a country of origin, transit and destination.
Key issues also highlighted during the dialogue include mapping Nigeria's labor migration governance architecture, improving access to legitimate employment opportunities for migrant workers, strengthening dispute resolution mechanisms, and intensifying advocacy and public awareness to discourage irregular migration.
A milestone achieved. So it is our responsibility. You said something, about collective, agreement and all that. Working together is the key. Government has their parts to play, but at the same time, NECA is the umbrella. They should be able to identify some of these lapses, and we can now collectively clamp down on some of these things. It is a collective effort. If you leave everything for government, you talked about several agencies. Yes, because of course, I don't want to talk politics because agencies you're talking about has to do with politics. But let me not dive into that because it's a very long discussion and that's not why we're here. But the bottom line is we need to work collectively and that's why we're here. Because if we are all
a safety guideline to protect working people. So it's something that we really need to challenge ourselves and not just to come to meeting rooms, say nice words and disappear, because ultimately our people will suffer for it and they are suffering. So what am I saying in essence is that government needs to wake up to its responsibility. When we talk social dialogue, we should activate it. We should make it possible for the social partners to come to the table to discuss migration, for the social partners to come to the table to discuss health and safety, for the social partners to come to the table to talk about wages, because that is what it's meant for.
These stakeholders also underscored the need to promote fair recruitment practices and ensure compliance with both international labor standards and Nigeria's existing legal framework to protect workers from exploitation and unethical recruitment practices.
Government, we need government action. The action of government with other countries. We have embassies, we have countries. So government is the force that every one of us we need to rest on. So on the international scene, government is there. ILO, Nigerian government is also there through the Ministry of Labour. So if the government is very active, doing so much more than what we are presently, doing now, definitely countries that are also like in ILO countries, they will partner with us on that level, international level.
We believe that the civil society have a lot to bring to the table, having been engaged in migration and development issues over the years. And you can see in the kind of work we have done, there is a need to bridge both policy and practice. A lot of knowledge is residing with civil society, but we need to also work with other partners. We already appreciate the whole of society approach to this engagement and the co-creation effort that civil society has contributed to. But more specifically, now we have established working relationship with labor and government. We need to also complete the tripartite. That's why we are here, to also see how we can further the cooperation with the NECA, which
The three-day stakeholders dialogue with July 5 marking the opening day is expected to develop practical strategies for strengthening labor migration governance, promoting ethical recruitment practices, and advancing decent work opportunities for Nigerians home and abroad.